the man of the day, Mr. Rhymefest.
What up, what up?
Killer beast, rapper, writer, performer, all of those things are under his credit. So, welcome to Pittsburgh, first of all.
Man, thank you. I've been here a couple times, like 2 or 3 other times, and I really enjoy Pittsburgh. It's got really good food, really nice people,
right?
And people that generally care about the community,
right?
And love their community,
right?
Important.
Yeah, I actually saw you the last time you were here. You were one of the times you were here down at the August Wilson Center.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were part of a panel. You know, you were talking about the image of black people and things like that. We actually got that footage. I'll probably pull that up.
Yeah.
On a DL.
But you know what's funny? I mean, things are always evolving. So even since then, things have taken place, you know, where if you probably asked me the same questions as I was asked then, now, I may have even evolved on it. Like, I'm in this place where I'm constantly learning, growing, seeing human beings for what human beings are.
Right.
And trying to, every day, I try to be a better man than I was the day before.
So you're saying that with new information, sometimes your opinion would change on something?
Your opinion and the way you move has to change with new information.
Right.
I think one of the problems is we don't use the past information with the current information to make appropriate adjustments.
Well, that's the sound of genius, you know that.
Really?
To take past information and abstract information and bring it together and make something new.
Man.
That's normally the sound of genius.
I'm trying to do it, so I'll let you know how the genius thing work out.
Well, something tell me you're already doing that, bro. You're the one out there writing this stuff, so you know what I'm saying, getting it going. So how did you get into writing in the first place, as far as writing for other people?
You know what I always say is, like, I've always marched to my own drummer until I could find a band.
Right.
I marched to the sound of my own drum until I could find my band. And so, as a young person, you know, when you're in a community that's like filled with gangs, or like I dropped out of high school, or I had, you know, a single parent home, you know, with just my mother, and, you know, I've learned how to be a man through her abusive boyfriends, you know what I mean? And then I've had members of my family succumb to drugs or violence. I turned to writing as a release. You know, some young people in the community play basketball, some play chess, some play football. I was a writer, you know.
So how'd you get the open door to start writing for other artists such as Kanye West and things like that before you start jumping on yourself?
You know what I always say? When people are talking about music, and this is what we're going to talk today with the young people about, people are always looking for somebody to do something for them. Man, if I could just get a record deal, if I could just get in front of Kanye, if I could just get Eminem to just hear me, you know what I'm saying? That's my break. That's not your break. That's somebody throwing you a crumb who don't know you, who don't really care about you, right? Me and Kanye grew up together. The style you hear from Kanye, we've developed that together. We turned out our neighborhood, our city, our state, the country, the world, together. We've grown together. I've known him since I was 16.
So Fess always,
so, you know, it wasn't a thing of somebody giving me an opportunity. It was a thing of creating an opportunity. And sometimes we don't understand that everything that you want in life is right here. All you have to do is bring it out here. Nobody can give you anything. And by the time you get what it is you created, you're not even impressed because you deserved it.
Do you think it takes an extra special person to tap into what's in here? Or does anybody have that ability? Does it consider your environment or anything? Does any of that play into a factor into the difference of the people who could tap into here versus those who can't?
Everyone can tap into their ability and bring it into fruition. However, everyone has a different wattage, right? So I could say some people are 75 watt light bulbs, some people are 100 watts, some people are only 45 watt. But the ability to burn as bright as your wattage is possible. One of the problems is we don't burn at our maximum wattage.
So what made you tap into that itself and start burning into the wattage, though? Because, I mean, a lot of people come from backgrounds such as yourself, you know, being African American with broken homes and all types of things like that. What made you different than everybody else in the neighborhood?
Well, think what makes anybody different is God discriminates. Some people are chosen, some people ain't. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know why Mos Def is more popular than Talib Kweli. They started together. They both rap about the same quality to me. They both really good.
Right.
One is just more TV popular than the other.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? One is an actor and a movie star, one ain't. I don't know why Kanye is where he is and I am where I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why what's my man's name? Who created the Crips? What's his name? Tukey Williams. I don't know why, Tukey was sitting in solitary confinement and he was a banger and a killer, and then one day, just sitting in the darkness, something touched him and said, "Hey man, go repair your people." And then he started being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Who knows why God discriminates? Who knows when or why God touches one over the other? But at the end of the day, I realize that the power of God is within me.
Right.
And that is to be brought forward into the world.
Well, do you have any advice for up-and-coming writers and things like that?
I hope that ain't the wrong message to
to
say that God discriminate, but I just truly believe that. Like, I can't tell you why somebody in Somalia is in a village and they 5 years old and got to see their parents' village get ransacked and ran through, or a baby dies here, but another one is born into privilege. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, God chose his prophets from Jesus to Muhammad to Abraham over another person who probably thought they lived a better life.
Right.
I can't tell you why.
Right.
I just know it is.
Right.
And I deal with it from there.
Right. So give me a quick tip for aspiring writers to help their flows right now. Is there one tip you could give them right now that would help them improve their writing?
Know why you're doing it. When you understand why you're writing, and if it's for more than money, you'll be okay. If it's for money and material success, go do what you really want to do. Right.
Do you write for anybody else besides Kanye, or do you write for a lot of artists?
I've written with like Dr. Luke, who produces Britney Spears. I've written for Katy Perry, Queen Latifah, Lil Jon, a lot of different people. You know what I mean? Me and Corey Gunn sat and wrote together before.
Right. So how's money really made in the industry today with the heavy saturation of artists? Like, everybody now has their or a producer. You know what I'm saying?
I guess my question would be, has there ever been a day in recent history where there hasn't been a heavy saturation of artists, right? So, for instance, did Marvin Gaye not have a lot of competition?
He had some, but they didn't all have Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody has the potential with the invention of the computer. So, not everybody had the skills like Marvin Gaye. Me growing up during that period, I saw that the competition was based on skill a lot of times. These brothers had unique positions and unique skills about themselves. You had to be good back then. And another observation...
that's why I think it gets nostalgic, right? And I'm going to tell you why. We just don't remember who was bad. But it was a lot of bad people that were topping the charts that we don't remember, because we remember the people who stood the test of time, like Stevie, Marvin, Al Green, right?
Right.
But don't nobody remember, like, whoever the dude name was that was on the chart for a week, because they paid the radio. I mean, they had payola then.
Like disco. I remember the payola system. Yeah. So that's still going on today, you believe?
Of course. It's just high tech. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's regardless. I'm just saying that bad has always existed, and that's what makes good great. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't have good without bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's how we know what's good.
Right, absolutely.
In the comparison, I think that the same way everybody got Fruity Loops today, a lot of people had guitars. A lot of people had the doo-wop. They had their voices. Right. They saw Why Do Fools Fall in Love? They saw Frankie Lyman do it on the corner. They was like, we can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, if that was the way to get, anything that people saw as a way out to get girls, to make money, a lot of people jumped on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period. No matter the time.
Right.
I think, but the good stands the test of time. So We're going to remember Kanye. We're going to remember Jay-Z. We're going to remember Kendrick Lamar. We're going to remember Nas, you know?
Right.
The ones, we're going to remember Jaziri X. We're going to remember Killer Mike, Rhymefest, Common, Lupe.
Right.
The ones that stand the test of time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Handle your biz, bro.
No, I'm off of that. I'm not on that.
Okay.
We about this right here.
All right, okay. That's my man right there, Rhymefest. He's keeping it real. Okay, so I would say that's pretty much all the questions I have for you.
Whatever.
You just pretty much dropped it. You got any jokes for us? You said you got jokes on deck all day.
I got all right. Yo, okay, so it was a frog right now I'm playing. All right,
why don't you in the series start ripping or something, you know what I'm saying?
What's the name of the blog?
I'm terrible at that.
Get Gone TV.
Alright, this is Rhymefest, hanging out, and now it's time to get gone TV.